90-Day Fiancés Jasmine Pineda gives emotional news about kids Juance and JC amid emergency surgery and shocking divorce update. Jasmine Pineda from 90 Day, The Last Resort is revealing a painful update about her sons, Juance and JC, after welcoming her new baby with Matt Braunes while claiming he is not her boyfriend. Jasmine was together with Gino Palazzolo for 4 years before she decided she needed attention from another man. Gino agreed to open their marriage so Jasmine could sleep with Matt without developing feelings. Jasmine and Matt welcomed their baby in March 2025. However, fans kept wondering what happened to Jasmine's kids in Panama, who were supposed to come to the U.S. Jasmine shared a picture of her new apartment in Florida on her Instagram story. The picture showed Jasmine's new baby sleeping next to her dog, Coco, sitting on the couch. In the background, there was a kitchen with Matt with his back to the camera, seemingly preparing a meal for his girlfriend and daughter. Jasmine captioned the story, "I just need my sons to be here and my heart will be complete." Jasmine's son's name should have been on her K-1 visa application, but Gino forgot to mention them while filing. Jasmine was very disappointed in Gino because the immigration process would now take months when Juance and JC would have joined her immediately had their names been on the form. Gino agreed to hire an immigration lawyer to fast-track the process and got Jasmine her green card so she could fly to Panama to meet her kids. Instead, Jasmine got pregnant in America and had to face criticism from fans for abandoning her kids. Jasmine sharing these emotional updates about her kids is her way of showing fans that she hasn't forgotten about them. Jasmine claims she has started the immigration process, and her kids will be with her soon. However, it doesn't seem to be the case. It's unlikely that Jasmine, who has moved to a new city and is supposedly not in a relationship with Matt, while having a newborn to raise, will welcome her teenagers to live with her. Moreover, one of Jasmine's sons also has special needs and will require more attention from her. 90 Day, The Last Resort's Jasmine's kids might never make it to the US, but it remains to be seen how long it takes for her to go meet them. It doesn't seem to be a matter of finances either, since Jasmine brags about her being successful on Cameo and OnlyFans, often on her Instagram, and she is a brand ambassador of a fashion brand while owning a protein powder brand. Jasmine seems to be more interested in the new family she's built for herself in America rather than her old family she seems to have grown distant from. The Instagram Live started with Jasmine Pineda's signature red lipstick, but something about her eyes was different. The usual spark, fiery, feisty, and full of fight, was dimmed. Jasmine sat on a beige couch in a borrowed Miami apartment, her hair swept into a loose bun, strands falling across her face as she took a breath and began. "Hi everyone," she said, voice trembling. "I'm not okay today. But I want to be honest with you. You've been with me through a lot, from Panama to Michigan to Miami and now, to whatever comes next." Her hands, usually fluttering expressively, now clutched a tissue. She blinked back tears, then looked directly into the camera. "First, I want to talk about Juance and JC." The screen flooded with red heart emojis. "My babies are everything to me," Jasmine said. "They are still in Panama with my mom, and I was planning to bring them here this summer. But everything has changed." She paused, wiping a tear. "I was rushed to the hospital last week with extreme abdominal pain, stress, maybe an ulcer. But it was worse. I had to have emergency surgery for a ruptured ovarian cyst. The doctor said if I had waited another day, I could have gone septic." She reached down and picked up a small stuffed dinosaur from beside her. This was JC's favorite toy when he was little. He gave it to me before I left Panama. I held it in my hand in the hospital bed, crying, wondering if I'd ever get to see them again. Her voice cracked. "I miss them so much it physically hurts. And now, with everything going on, I don't know when I'll be able to bring them here." The chat began to buzz with questions about Gino. Jasmine let out a shaky laugh, the kind that comes right before a storm. "Gino," she said, the name hanging in the air like a ghost. He served me with divorce papers while I was still in recovery. No warning. No phone call. Just a process server knocking on my door with a manila envelope and a fake smile. She opened the envelope she had beside her and held up the first page. Irreconcilable differences. That's what he wrote. After everything we went through. After I left my country, my children, my job. After I forgave him for the messages, the videos, and the prenup fight on national TV. The pain on her face shifted to fury. He said I changed. Of course, I changed. I'd been surviving on a visa, trying to make a life with a man who wanted a doll, not a real woman. The stuffed dinosaur fell from her lap, hitting the ground with a soft thud. But here's the thing, I am a real woman. I'm a mother. I'm a fighter. And I will get through this. For Juance and JC. She leaned forward, lowering her voice. They know something's wrong. My mom told me Juance has been acting out at school. He got into a fight last week. JC refuses to eat dinner without FaceTiming me. They miss me. They don't understand why their mommy left and hasn't come back. The tears returned, silently this time, tracking down her cheeks. I thought I was giving them a better future by coming to the US. I thought I could build something strong enough to bring them here. But now. She trailed off. The silence spoke volumes. Suddenly, her posture straightened. But I'm not giving up. I have an immigration lawyer now. I'm working on a humanitarian visa to bring them here, without Gino. I don't need him to fight for them. I will fight for them myself. A moment later, Jasmine reached behind her and grabbed a drawing. Crayon-scribbled dinosaurs and stick figures holding hands under a sun. JC drew this last week. That's him, that's Juance, and that's me in the middle. He wrote Team Pineda on the top. She smiled through her tears. That's what we are now. A team. Just us three. I know I've made mistakes. I know people judge me. But if you're a mother, or if you've ever loved someone enough to sacrifice everything, you'll understand. Then, Jasmine did something unexpected. She sang. Softly, shakily, she began a lullaby in Spanish, one she used to sing to the boys at bedtime. The chat grew quiet. Just her voice, and the whir of traffic outside the apartment window. When she finished, she took another breath. This is not the end of my story. Maybe it's the end of Jasmine and Gino, and maybe it's the end of the 90-day fiancé dream I had in my heart. But maybe it's the beginning of something better, something real. She glanced down at the dinosaur, then picked it back up and hugged it to her chest. To everyone watching, thank you. To the fans, the critics, the people who said I was crazy, dramatic, too emotional, I don't care anymore. I'm going to be all those things.